It's Sunday morning, it's a beautiful day, so we're headed off to one of our favorite spots, the Rouge River, just a 15-minute drive from here. So let's get the canoe on the car and head over there. Usually when we arrive to this park, this road leads all the way down to a parking lot. And we unload our canoe there and put in under the bridge. But with the water level so high this year, it's actually flooded all the way up to this point. So we put our canoe in a parking lot up there. And we're going to try and paddle down the road towards the river. I'm worried it will bottom out because it is pretty shallow. But some kayakers came down here and they made it, so we'll try it, and if not, we'll just put our canoe into the pond over here to get started.
Alright, so we're in the canoe on the road. You can see the road leads up there. Normally you can just drive down here, but today it's all flooded, so we're going to try paddling down the road, even though it's pretty shallow, and see how it goes. No parking today, that's for sure. Normally this is a parking lot where you can just park and drop your car off before you get in the water. Usually there are tons of people fishing on the shore down toward the bridge, but right now the bridge is really the only dry spot. It might be too shallow, but we can try, or we can go through where that swan just went through. So we're coming up on the edge of the parking lot here, and normally the edge of the parking lot kind of goes just beyond that bench there, although sometimes it's been flooded up to the bench. This is definitely the highest we've ever seen it here. And there's Lake Ontario. So you can see Lake Ontario just behind us here, and normally we paddle out there and check it out, but it's looking really, really windy today, so we're just gonna head up the river and hopefully we see some wildlife, although there are many, many paddlers ahead of us. There's a canoe just in front of us, and then there's also a whole group of kayakers. Looks like they're with Toronto Adventures, which is interesting because we've never ever seen another canoe in the water, or another boat in the water at all, paddling up here usually, so might be a bit busier than normal. It wouldn't be urban paddling in Toronto if we didn't go under a highway. So here we are paddling under the 401 at the top of the Rouge River. Can really only get a little bit past here from this point, but we're going to keep paddling and see how far we can go since the water is so high this year. There are lots of other people on the river today. They're canoeing, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, and hiking. So it's great to see so many people getting out on such a nice day when the water is so high and the river is so accessible to everyone. We also see people photographing themselves under the 401 doing yoga, which is always interesting. So we'll keep going and see how far we can get. We're pretty excited here because we were able to paddle past where we normally have to turn around thanks to the high water levels. It's actually just all flat water and we had no problem getting through the sort of end spot. I'm pretty sure that we're right in the Glen Rouge Campground right now, although it's hard to see because there are lots of trees and bushes and stuff, but we passed a family feeding a little family of geese with lots of like awkward teenager goslings, and so we're just going to see how far we can get. The water is definitely getting a bit more shallow and the river is narrowing, but we might be able to keep going for a while, so let's see.